Dakota, talking with homeowner Brandy Miller. Brandy is a mother of 5 children. Her and her husband Josh live in Wahpeton, close to the downtown area. It's a very nice home that they live in. And we are just talking to her about property tax. And one of the comments that she has is her home is a Habitat for Humanity home that she put in over 2,000 hours of home sweat equity in her home. Okay, Brandy, why don't you tell me about what you felt with the city bringing in a Habitat for Humanity home, what you felt was their responsibility?
Well, when Josh and I got the Habitat for Humanity home 4 years ago, we were told rules and conditions through Habitat that we had to qualify for. In order to qualify for a home, we had to have income guidelines that we had to go by, my husband's income. We had to do a home stretch program. We also had to build, we had to put over, there's 300 hours that were required by Habitat for the family to put into home sweat equity hours here. And Josh and I ended up putting in over 2,000. We had a lot of volunteers here. When it comes to property taxes, my question is we were not talked to a lot about property taxes. We were told through our mortgage, the way our mortgage was going to go with property taxes, that we would have to pay, which we knew we'd have to pay property taxes. We knew we'd have to pay our homeowner's insurance, plus we'd have the principal of our loan. A lot of people do not understand that Habitat, people that are recipients of Habitat homes, they do not get a free home. We have to work hard to get our home, and we have a mortgage just like anybody else. We do not have an interest rate on our loan payments, but we do have a mortgage for 30-some years like everybody else. The more the property taxes go up, the higher our payments go. But the difference between our payments and somebody that does not have a Habitat loan is when, in order to qualify for a Habitat home, you have to meet their federal government guidelines. Through the city of Wahpeton, they do not recognize those. Government guidelines. So when our property taxes for the first 2 years, we did get a tax break. When they went up from $600 to over $2,000, that was a huge jump in the 3rd year. So our payments were down to where we could afford them, to where we're almost maxed out on our loan through Habitat. And if they keep going up, we are in jeopardy of losing our home because of the increase.
And you had stated that your house payment is $195 a month.
That's our principal payment, yes.
And what does your property tax and your escrow, what do they take out? What about, is that double? Or
our property taxes and insurance the first 2 years we lived here were around $317. And a lot of people think it's not